Planet Dolan.
From writing a message in human feces to sending pictures of other people's genitals, the Planet Dolan Crew reenacts some of the best true stories from our subreddit about the weirdest things our exes have done. I'm Hellbent, and today I'll be your narrator. Number 9 was submitted by MemeWolf0805. One day in 10th grade, Melissa was in gym class. Her ex-boyfriend, who was in the same class, walked up to her and said in the creepiest voice, "I used to like how you tasted." And then he licked her! Melissa screamed and the teacher bolted over and gave him detention for 2 days. Melissa actually hasn't seen him since, and that's all for the better. Number 8 was submitted by Rip and Tear 9903. Once, when Sweet Commando was in the 9th grade, he broke up with his girlfriend because she was too clingy. She wouldn't even let him talk to another girl without screaming at the top of her lungs, "Are you cheating on me?" When he did break up with her, all hell broke loose. For a couple of weeks she was fine, but then she started texting Sweet Commando, apologizing and asking him to talk to her. When that didn't work, she started to say, "I'll cut myself if you don't text me back!" One night, while Sweet Commando was in the shower, she called his phone and his mom picked it up. Immediately, his ex started shouting into the phone, "Hello? Hello? I know you're just ignoring me, you little piece of shit! Sweet Commando, if you don't answer me right now, I will!" That's when Sweet Commando's mom spoke up and she said she would report the whole incident to the principal. From that day forward, Sweet Commando never heard from his ex again and had major respect for his mom. Number 7 was submitted by Teenage Girl 15. Doopy's ex made a fake Instagram account under the name of her current boyfriend. Posing as her boyfriend, Doopy's ex asked for nudes, and Doopy agreed, thinking they were going to her boyfriend. The next day, everybody Doopy knew had copies of her nude pictures because her ex had sent them to everybody on Snapchat. As if that wasn't bad enough, her ex started to send Doopy dick pics through the fake account. So, to get revenge, Doopy posted those pics on her Snapchat, and everybody picked on him for the rest of the year because of his fun-size equipment. Number 6 was submitted by eyewant. A week after breaking up, Tulip's ex asked if they could get back together, but he refused. So instead, she asked if she could at least have a hug. Begrudgingly, Tulip accepted, but it was a trap! When they went in to hug, she bit his shoulder hard. Tulip was pissed, but he decided to just walk away immediately. She started crying and apologizing, so Tulip forgave her, but there was no way he was getting back with her after that. Number 5 was submitted by I don't know what to put, lol. When Snoopy was in 6th grade, she was dating a guy online. He knew she was in 6th grade, but it was a few months before he told her that he was a college student in Canada. Snoopy quickly ended the relationship, but a few days later, Snoopy got a letter in the mail telling her to get back together with him or he'd hurt her or worse. Snoopy started texting him again, but she used Snapchat so she could see where he lived. It turned out he lived right across the street from her, and he was in 8th grade, not college. She called him out for it at school, and he responded by hugging her and kissing her cheek. Then he whispered into her ear, "You're my rabbit to bear." Snoopy was majorly creeped out, but she doesn't see him anymore. Number 4 was submitted by AGrimFate. Ramona's friend and her boyfriend had a bitter breakup. Ramona didn't know why, but the boyfriend thought it was somehow Ramona's fault. A few days after the breakup, Ramona saw flyers around the school saying she was a lesbian and a man-hater. Ramona rolled her eyes and ignored it, but it didn't stop for over a month. Every day, new flyers showed up on the walls with some new lie about her. Luckily, Ramona was in college and didn't really talk to anyone, so no one really knew the girl in the flyers, and Ramona didn't really care. That went on until the day he tried to superglue Ramona to her seat in the one class they had together. That day, Ramona was late and sat in a different chair. The girl who sat where Ramona normally sat wasn't happy at all, and Ramona never saw him again after that. Number 3 was submitted by HilariouslyAnonymous. One time, Froggy's ex told her that he would like to go out again. Froggy said no, because he was a crazy idiot. He came crying at Froggy's doorstep a few days later, but she still refused. A few days later, Froggy went to her garden to go plant some flowers, and she found "Take me back" written in shit on her lawn. Froggy almost threw up. She got a restraining order against that psycho, and hopefully she'll never see him again. Number 2 was submitted by My Little Darlings 91. Mimi Up has an ex that still occasionally sends her dick pictures, which is not really that weird by itself, except the pictures are definitely not his. He sends her pictures of these huge dicks, but his is for sure not what he sent her. Mimi wasn't really upset. She was just confused about the point of it all. She didn't know if he was trying to make himself look good, but he knew Mimi had seen his equipment before, so what was his endgame? It was very weird. Number 1 was submitted by RavenMockerRose. About a year ago, Princess Proton had just started dating someone new after finally getting over an ex who broke her heart. While on a date with her new boyfriend, they ran across her ex, who got really mad that Princess Proton was dating someone new. So he blew up at her new boyfriend, saying all sorts of crazy things like, "She's always gonna be mine! No one else can have her!" Then he punched her boyfriend in the face, picked Princess Proton up bridal style, and ran away. He didn't get far because Princess Proton kneed him in the face to make him put her down. Since then, she just tries to avoid the places she knows he likes to hang out. Huge thanks for the folks over on our Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their stories. We have another question for you. What's the worst way you found out you were single? Let us know on the Reddit page linked below, and you might be featured in a future countdown. This video was made possible by our fans over on Patreon. Thanks for your support, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.